Jacob Pierce here in the top half of the first inning on a beautiful day for baseball here in Houma. Duce will be looking to deliver to his catcher, Cole Guidry. And it'll be Pierce, Leday, and Johnson. The first pitch is chopped up the middle. The pitcher fields it, gets it to the bag. One pitch, one out. So that's a good start to the game for the Braves. A weak little tapper back to the mound.
At bat now for the Tarpons, number 2, Jack Leday.
Now Jack Leday.
Almost the same pitch where against the Gators.
Yeah, very similar. Leday is the pitcher today for Big Blue. He swings at the first, lines it to left, and there's a solid base hit right at the feet of the left fielder. So the Tarpons have their first base runner on a base hit. 2 pitches, 2 swings.
Jack Leday staying hot for the Tarpons.
So now, speaking of hot, Brock Johnson, he swung a good bat all year. He's going to stand in. And the Tarpons are going to run. That's 29. Austin Curall will be going run.
It looked like Curall. Jack Leday does such a great job at the plate for the Tarpons. Doesn't overswing. Solid contact.
And now he's going to get to go and get his mind right. I know he's on the mound today. Have an opportunity to get his mental capacities about him. Get ready for the bottom half of the first. First pitch, swinging, and it's another base hit. Brock Johnson laces one through the hole. Tarpons will have runners at first and second. We've seen 3 pitches and 3 batters make contact.
Go to the plate now, number 15.
Very aggressive at the plate. Let's see if this is going to continue or if the Braves coaching staff is going to call pitches and try and keep them Tarpons off balance.
So an early scoring opportunity. Camden Berg will stand in. Runners at first and second after the back-to-back hits from Leday and Johnson. Pitch to Berg is a strike on 1 off speed. Tarpons were hunting fastballs the first 3 batters, and Coach Smith said, hey, enough of that. We're coming with a hook. Duce working out of the stretch now with the traffic on the bases. The 0-1 is low, 1-1. After last night's game where you really weren't challenged against John Ehret, boy, it would be real nice to get an early run here. Trying to settle your pitcher into the game, the 1-1. That is, what do you call that, ball?
Oh, good pitch, but right on the inside.
Just missed. Two balls and 1 strike. Duce takes a peek at the runners. They'll throw back behind him. He's in safe.
They're trying to keep Curall close to that bag at second.
They want him to not be able to score on a base hit to the outfield.
It may be close, him scoring on a hit.
That one's going to be fouled into the screen, and it's 2-2.
Tarpons may have had a hit and run on.
They're trying to be aggressive. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Camden Berg in the top of the first inning. The Tarpons have 2 aboard with 1 out. Duce's 2-2. Breaking pitch, chopped foul. Good job by Camden staying alive. So after 3 straight 1-pitch at-bats, now we got a fight brewing between Berg and Duce. On a windy day, it's about as windy today as it was yesterday over in Galliano. The 2-2. That's hit hard but foul. On the left side, found the barrel, but was just a little bit early.
Early on, the Tarpons have seen the ball well.
It's a good sign. Pretty big hole in the right side with the second baseman holding on Curall. Camden could hit it that way. The 2-2. That's hit on the right side, but gloved by the second baseman. So had the right idea, but just hit it right at him. And a good play that time defensively by Leday, and there's
Coming up now for the Tarpons is number 20, Josh Mack.
Now Josh Mack will stand in. Runner in scoring position, 2 outs. Try to get a base hit. Cural's chances improved. Now he'll be able to go on contact. Mack will foul that one away. into the parking lot, 0-1.
Tarpons continue to be aggressive. Attacking that first pitch.
He says he's giving him some heat, and the Tarpons are swinging it. Dugout making a little noise, trying to get an early run. The 0-1. That one's hit in the air, should be routine. It's going to chase him out into the right field grass. The right fielder comes in, makes the play, and that'll retire the side. So the Tarpons strand 2. We're going to the home half of the first. We'll be back in 1 minute on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network.
This afternoon's game.
Heck yeah. Cody Crochet will stand in. He made the nice play in right field his first, or last half inning, rather. First pitch from Leday is a called strike, 0-1. The batter kind of checked. I don't think he went around, but it was just a called strike. If Jack throws strikes, he's going to be tough to hit. The 0-1, low, 1-1.
Little delayed call. You seen in NCAA games the delayed calls?
Oh, my goodness gracious, yes. There's not been a sparkling display of officiating out there. That one's hit in the air a mile and out of play. It'll be 1-2. Hey, what? This is a unique park in that, like, usually we are joking about, oh, well, the cars are going to get hit. There's some houses that could get hit by balls here. Just in the middle of a neighborhood. The 1-2 is high and inside, 2-2.
It's a good day to sit on your patio, baseball gloves, waiting for a ball.
Yep. Put the radio on and listen to us. 2-2. Wide, 3-2. So it's going to be a full count delivery. Crochet battling Leday. Full count delivery. He got him. It was a late call, but he got him. And there's one away. We're going to have to be on our P's and Q's today with the home plate umpire.
18, Brody Abear.
He's a little delayed in letting us know as Abear stands in.
Because Matt came out and he threw the ball to third base right away to signal a strikeout. And
we didn't know till far later. Coach Guitro said on the sports corner, hey, I'm ready for this Abear kid to graduate. He's a really good hitter. He sees a ball low, 1-0. Talk about home run pop. He's a guy who could hit a blue boot bomb without question.
big young man.
The 1-0. High, 2-0. On deck is Duce.
He better duck, and he almost ducked right into the ball.
The 2-0. Inside corner for a strike. 2-1. We see that so often. If you could locate on the inside corner, you're going to be tough. Because in high school, everybody stands on the plate. You could squeeze it in there. You're going to get a lot of strikes. The 2-1. Swing and a miss in the dirt. It's 2-2. Bottom of the first inning, we're still scoreless. The Tarpons had chances in the top half, couldn't convert. There's one out, no one on. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that's the second strikeout of the inning for Lede. Now Duce will stand in.
Coming to the plate now for the Braves is number 22, Trey Duce.
Pitcher will try to spark a 2-out rally. They trying to have a 1-2-3 first inning. The pitch high, 1-0.
We've seen this more this year than I think in the past. Is starting pitchers working out the stretch.
Yep. That one's hit in the air to left field. Sanders and Pierce are converging. Pierce makes the play, and that'll retire the side. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Tarpons defense. They're going to now send Sanders, Due, and Vedros to the plate when we get back in a minute on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. All over the place that are taking place as Tyler Sanders stands in.
You can make that into a song.
Yeah. First pitch of the second inning, Sanders shows bunt, pulls back. It's a ball, 1-0. Sanders tried to call time, wasn't granted it. Oh, look out in the parking lot it goes. Foul. 1-1. Coach Guitro said that Tyler has kind of locked down that spot in left field as he plays such a good defensive left field. Swing and a miss there. It's 1-2.
That time Sanders showed bunt, pulled back and swung.
Trying to draw those infielders in, perhaps. The 1-2. Hit foul on the right side. Heads up over there. Lands in the area where some folks are enjoying some jambalaya.
Good job by Sanders right there, battling off the 2-strike pitch.
The 1-2. It's wide. 2-2. Good eye. Top of the second inning. The Tarpons got 2 hits in the first. Didn't scratch any across. Sanders will line that one to right. And charging and making a running catch out there is Crochet, one away. He broke back initially, didn't get the best read, but did cover a lot of ground coming in and made the play. As Due will stand in. Ress is an unsung hero for the Tarpons. He plays all over the place as that pitch is wide, 1-0. We've seen him play second base. He could probably play third base. Today he's in right field. Always helps when you got those versatile guys that could do a little bit of it all. And he sees another ball low, 2-0.
Well, I do say it works quick on that mound.
Love to see it. The 2-0 is low, 3-0. Because I got another game today. I'm double booked today. The 3-0. Called strike. Oh man, that was a little low. Got the call. 3-1.
Okay.
That one's right down the middle. That's a good call there. It's 3-2. So it's now full. Duce trying to come all the way back. Shakes off his catcher twice. Got the one that he wants. The 3-2 is swinging and a miss. So good job by Duce battling all the way back after falling behind 3-0.
Now for the topics, number
Oh, that
32.
one borderline call, man.
Yep. Change that bat. Now Vedros will stand in. Max has been swinging a good stick. He had a couple of knocks yesterday.
Along with playing some solid defense at third base.
Yep, another one of those utility guys. He was at third yesterday, at second today. Coach Josh Smith of the HL Bourgeois Braves. I've been knowing Josh for a long time. The 0-1 is a breaking pitch high. I've been knowing him since he was a player at Terrebonne High School. He was good friends with his father, the late Kim Smith. He was also a photographer in our area. That is inside 2-1.
Duce was a little frustrated on that call.
Pitch. Grounded to the third baseman. Got to make a long throw. That's high and thrown away. So it was grounded to the third baseman, Henderson. He had to make a long throw, and he sailed it. I got to tell you, even if that one's on the money, it would have been a bang-bang play out there.
And as the ball was hit, a ball came
out of the
dugout for the Braves, rolled onto the field.
Don't know if that maybe distracted the sight line or whatever, as Dane Danos will stand in.
It's a big spot for Dane right here.
Yep, getting a start today at DH. I want to know. Coach Guitro said, man, we got Dane, Angelette, Curall. They're all about the same. We're going to just try to mix up their at-bats, see if we could get one of them hot. That's inside 2-0.
Yeah. Board has 1-1.
That's for sure a strike. I think it's 2-1, but it might be 1-2.
I agree with you. He never single strike on that.
Yeah, I think that we got that one, and the board doesn't. But we'll find out. Here's what we think is the 2-1. Swing, and there's our answer, but it's a foul tip into the glove. So now it's 2-2. Coach Smith is saying, hey, what's going on? Why is that not a strikeout? Well, Coach, the board was wrong. It's 2-2.
Dane better be careful here. I'll explain.
A breaking pitch hit in the air to left. The left fielder going back, and he makes a running catch. That'll retire the side. Good job by Landry out there. Coach Colley is going to explain something to us when we get back. It's still scoreless going to the home half of the second on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network.
Education, prevention, care. The Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute was recognized by the Louisiana Athletic Training Association with the President's Award for Excellence in Health and Safety. With a passion for ensuring the well-being of over 23,000 student athletes and covering 1,400 sports events annually, our athletic trainers are dedicated to providing the best care in sports medicine. Discover more about Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute at tghealthsystem.com.
there. Rogers will stand in. The first pitch from Leday is low, 1-0. Coach Guitro said we've got Leday ready. We've got Vedros ready. We've got several that are ready to go. The 1-0 is a called strike 1-1. So our guy Cooper with the radar gun, I asked him if he had an inning in him. He said, yeah, if we need to close it out, I'm ready. The 1-1. Low, 2-1. Two balls and one strike to the cleanup hitter. That's low, 3-1. Rogers trying to represent the first base runner of the game for the Braves. They went down in order in the home half of the first. Pitch is chopped foul on the right side, and it'll be full.
Both pitchers today are working quick on the mound for their respective team.
Cloud has covered up the sun, and boy, the temperature drops whenever the sun ain't out. The 3-2 pitch to Rogers. That's lined on the right side, gloved by Dewey, who will get it to the bag, one away. So a good job by the Tarpon defense making the routine play. And a good job by Leday battling back after being behind in the count. Cole Guidry, the catcher, will stand in. Tell you what, Logan Rogers is one of my favorite players, just because what he just did. I don't know if you noticed.
Yes,
he went and
I
had a
did.
long conversation with Guidry, telling him what he saw from Leday. Little things like that make a difference. It's high 1-0. It's the 1-0 pitch. Hit in the air to center. Angelet's going back, trying to get under it, and he makes a nice running catch. So good job there. That's the hardest hit ball of the day for the Braves without question, but Angelet was Johnny on the spot.
Next at bat for the Braves
That was a
is
nice
number
job by
25,
Angela there in center
Brown.
field. If they go back a few steps, look, it almost was going to get off over his head on contact.
Yep, he got turned around a little bit as well, as Brown will stand in. Swings at the first one, just foul. Mack tried to pounce on it and keep it fair, but it'll be 0-1. Leday is throwing strikes and is being effective early. The 0-1 is low. It'll be 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike to the 6th place hitter, the designated hitter, Brown. That is high, 2-1. Don't have a read on this umpire's strike cadence yet, as that one's low.
He calls it quick,
but then makes the signal late.
very late. You have to listen with their headsets on. It's kind of tough.
The 3-1, and it's a walk. So the Braves will have a base runner, their first of the game, as Brown heads down the first.
Coming to the plate now for the Braves.
Evan
number
Leday
2,
will stand in.
Leday.
Leday versus Leday here. Jack versus Evan. Bottom of the second inning. The Tarpons trying to get out of the inning. Brown doesn't have a very big lead. The pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Coach Schmidt said in the preseason, hey, it's going to be a struggle for us to score sometimes. We don't have as much pop as we've had in years past. We've got to get on. We got to bunt. We got to steal. The 0-1 swing and a miss, 0-2.
Yeah, and it's tough when you get 2 outs with somebody on, kind of limit to what you can do.
Tarpons are in the same boat. Not a whole lot of home run pop either for them. And that'll retire the side. Got him looking. So a very nice breaking pitch. Scraped the inside black. That gets the Tarpons out of the half inning. Gives Leday his third strikeout of the game. We'll be back in 1 minute with the third inning on the Tarpons Sports Radio Network.
The second inning was brought to you today
We'll see if Jacob could get it started. Tarpon's love to have him on base for a couple reasons. A, it would start off the inning well, but B, he runs well. He bunts one to the pitcher. Gonna have to make a good throw, and they got him by a step. So a good defensive play there by Duce. Pierce maybe bunted that one a little bit too hard. Now Jack Leday will stand in.
Yeah, and a good job of defense for the Braves. Actually, the second baseman covered the bag.
There's so many moving pieces on that bunt defense as the pitch to Leday is hit in the air to left, and that's over the shortstop's head and at the feet of the left fielder. His second straight hit to left, oppo for Leday.
Next at bat, number 5, Brock Johnson.
I would bet the next time Leday comes up, they're not going to throw him something he can hit on the first pitch.
Well, Johnson did the same thing. He ambushed the first pitch to left, his first time up. Curall runs for him again as that pitch is low, 1-0. Curall plays the outfield sometimes when he's not on the mound, so he does run well. See if he tries to take off at some point. He has a nice size lead, not going. And it's wide, 2-0. Curall did such a good job yesterday on the mound. 2-0 pitch. It's hit in the air. To right, they're chasing it down.
Nope.
Did not make the play, foul. So the right fielder, Crochet, gave it a good twirl.
And one other thing with this umpire, he's kind of, we hear like delayed calls, and every time after the pitch, he looks to his right.
Yeah.
So you think he's calling a strike.
And you never know. The 2-1 is way low and wide. It's 3-1. So a good hitter's count for a good hitter. Let's see if Brock Johnson gets a heater that he could drive. Curall has that lead over at first. The 3-1 fouled into the netting, and it's full. 3-2 is usually a good send the runner count. Will the Tarpons get aggressive here, Coach?
No.
Let's find out. Curall has that lead. He is not going, and it is grounded up the middle. The shortstop fields it to second base for 1. The first in time, and that'll retire the side. Johnson slid into first, but the ball beat him there. It is a 6-4-3 double play. That'll end the half inning and end the rally for the Tarpons. We're still scoreless after 2.5. We'll be back in a minute on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. As a first-time business owner, that's not something that I'm looking forward to. You get some breaks, but you do have some other responsibilities. Brazion will stand in. The first pitch of the inning from Jack Leday coming up. Pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1. BJ Young's listening today. How's it going, BJ? The 0-1 is low, 1-1. Hard to believe that in just a couple weeks we're going to be at spring football practices, man. And the beginning of May, right around the corner. 1-1 is hit a mile in the air. Who wants it? The second baseman going out. The right fielder coming in. The right fielder makes the play. Good job by Dewey calling everybody off, and there's one away.
Coming to the plate now for the Braves is number 10, Blake Landry.
Landry will stand in.
Good communication by the Tarpon defense. Dewey was trying to back up from his second base position, but you always want someone coming toward the ball to make the catch rather than backing up.
Landry, the 9-hole hitter, sees a ball 1-0. Ooh, that wind is whipping. Blustery day, the 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Chase went out the zone.
The Braves have been aggressive too. They have been hacking. They are coming out swinging. The 1-1. That one's lined to the first baseman, Berg rather, who makes the play, gets to the bag. Good job by Camden that time.
Going to the plate now, number 7, Cody
Camden field the
Crochet.
ball with 2 hands. Make sure to secure the ball.
So Cody Crochet will stand in. He struck out looking his first time up. Tarpon's trying to breeze through this home half of the third. The day's pitch. It's foul tipped into, or just by the catcher's glove, 0-1. I'd love to know the velo on Lede. He's throwing a little harder than Curall did yesterday. Curall was in the upper 60s as that one misses low. 1-1. One ball and one strike with 2 outs and no one aboard the pitch. Wide, 2-1. You know, it's mind-boggling to me. All right, let's say he's throwing 72. The fact that the pros throw 30 miles an hour harder than that is unbelievable. As that one's high and wide, 3-1. So I don't know how they hit this, much less.
They can have that.
Absolutely.
They know where to stand by that plate.
The leadoff batter ahead in the count, 3-1. And he just got walked. Just missed on the outside corner. So the Braves have a 2-out base runner. Still don't yet have a hit, but they have drawn a couple of walks.
Second inning in a row.
Coming to bat now is number 18, Brody
And you
Abear.
got to face a dangerous hitter. Brody Abear stands in. He's a good one. He's got home run power. He struck out swinging his first time up. See if Lede could refine that release point. And time called by the batter. First pitch. That's lined hard through the infield. Pierce made a diving try at it, but he just had a little bit too much mustard on it, and it's the first hit of the game. And the Braves now will have a couple of runners aboard with 2 outs.
At bat next for the Braves is number 22, Trey Ducey.
So the first adversity of the game for Lede on the mound. Let's see if he could pitch out of this pickle with 2 on and 2 out. Ducey will stand in. He hit a fly ball to Sanders his first time up. Day's pitch. Breaking pitch hit him right in the back. And they will now be juiced. Logan Rogers will stand in. All of the damage so far with 2 outs. The bases are full of Braves.
Well, kitchen.
Next at bat, number 3, Logan Rogers.
Yeah, Coach Buck going to go and talk to Lede, probably tell him, hey, settle down, execute 1 pitch at a time. All you need to do is get 1 out. The Braves had a walk from Crochet, a base hit from Abear, and Ducey got hit by a pitch, which has created a bases loaded and 2-out scenario, by far their best scoring threat of the game so far. But if you're South Lafourche, you just got to get the batter at the plate out. Be able to maybe weave out of this jam.
Again, let's thank Advanced Eye Institute, Lady of the Sea General Hospital, 3T Oil, and Mr. Henry Lafourche, candidate for Lafourche Parish School Board District 7. Part of our team bringing you this afternoon's game.
I would like to thank the UConn Huskies for scoring 78 points and winning me a bet on FanDuel. Thanks, Coach Gino Ariema. They're leading Jackson State 78-52.
Yeah, and I like to think Casey Gisclair gave them an inside scoop on that last night.
Yep. W's all around. The bases are loaded for Rogers. Today's pitch swung on and tipped into the glove, 0-1. We kind of got lucky on that Houston one, but hey, it all counts the
Well,
same.
they'd make free throws, it'd be easy.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. No balls and one strike. Today's pitch. Hit in the air. The wind playing tricks. Pierce going out, calling him off, and he makes the play to retire the side. So a weak, lazy fly ball just on the outfield grass is put away, and the Tarpons get out of the jam. We're going to the fourth inning. We're still scoreless here from Homa. We'll be back in a minute on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Start the fourth inning. Camden had a out recorded by the second baseman his first time up. See if he could go ahead and get a knock here. That's a strike, 0-1. The lower portion of the zone. Quickly working the 0-1 pitch. Hit in the air hard to right center. That's chasing them back. The center fielder makes a running play. Camden gave that one a ride, but to the deepest part of the ballpark.
Next at bat, number 20, Josh Mack.
Now Mack will stand in.
Yeah, that was a well-hit ball by Berg.
Could have stroked that one down the line through to maybe had a chance. Mack flew out to the right fielder his first time up. Pitches on the inside corner for strike, 0-1. It's crazy to say. I mean, it feels like we just got here, but we're already to that part where, as we await the 0-1, it's low, 1-1. We're already to that part of the game where, hey, just getting a single run would be really big. Yeah. We're in the middle stages of a scoreless ball game. 1-1 nearly hits him inside. It's 2-1. Pitch. It's fouled on the right side. Picked up by Tyler Sanders over there in the on-deck circle. I want to thank Coach Josh Smith for the accommodations today. Texted him yesterday, said, bro, we need a table. Said, I got you. Breaking pitches high, 3-2. Then also the park director here hooked us up with an extension cord, some chairs.
Very accommodating.
3-2 is grounded on the left side. Glove by the shortstop. Got to make a throw in time for the second out of the inning. So a good peg that time by Hebert, getting it to Prejean at the bag.
Next at bat, number 27, Tyler Sanders.
Sanders will stand in.
Hebert showed a good arm.
Oh, yeah, he's one of their guys that throws as a swing and a miss, 0-1.
Because he was charging that ball and really didn't have time to set up and fire the ball to first. He threw it on the run.
Sanders hits that on a button, and there's a base hit. So Tyler gets on with a solid shot to center. Now Res Due will stand in. Tarpon's
Up
trying
next,
to get a
number
2-out
3,
route.
Wes Dewey.
Tarpons have made the better contact in the game without question, but if you don't score, it's all for naught. This one's chopped on the left side. Third baseman got to make a running
trouble.
play, a long throw.
Got him.
Got him by a step. That is a really good defensive play that time from Kanan Henderson. He threw one over the head of the first baseman earlier in the game. Not that time. He put him away. We're going to the bottom of the fourth. Still scoreless. We'll be back in a minute on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. The well-hit ball is a really good play out there by Angelette.
Tarpons better get set.
Pitch hit in the air to left. I don't know if it's going to stay fair. It is a fair ball. It drops at the feet of Sanders out there. Good job fielding it and holding it to just a single. Guidry gets on.
Next at bat is number 25, William Brown.
From the outfield.
Trey Thibodeau will run for the Braves. Sorry, Coach.
Toward the dugout, and you have to get set real quick.
So Coach Josh Smith will run for his catcher. He said all throughout the season we're going to be a small ball team. Well, he tried to bunt him over to second here. He'll throw back first, and he's in under the tag.
You would think the Braves are going to be playing for a run here.
He is not bunting, and he is looking at a pitch outside 1-0. Brown drew a walk his first time up. The day throws back, and the runner's in safe. Already in the bottom of the fourth. A lot of sand has come out of the hourglass. The 1-0. Hit in the air to right center. That's chasing them all back. Is anyone going to get under? No, they will not. That's big trouble. The runner is going to be waved. Nope, held up at the last second. Coach Smith holds him at the last second. It's going to be a double for Brown to right center field, and the Braves will have runners at second and third with nobody out. Boy, Josh was saying go, 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 and then at the last second put on the brakes. And probably was the right decision because the Tarpons did get the ball back into the infield quickly.
Coach Angela came out the dugout screaming at someone. Coach Gitros had to hold him back.
Next at bat for
I don't know that there was
is number 2, Evan Leday.
an argument with the umpire as much as maybe the pitcher didn't throw the pitch he wanted maybe. Leday will be batting.
I'm not sure what happened there.
Yeah, Bucky's a little hot. He's I got to think that's a miscommunication with the catcher and the pitcher there. Didn't like the pitch that was thrown versus maybe the pitch that was called. The Braves ran for the hitter, Brown, with number 5. That's Gavin Gravois. That's the reason why we were sitting on our hands here waiting. The umpire's filling out his card. Great scoring opportunity for HL Bourgeois here in the bottom of the fourth inning. They've got 2 on, 2 in scoring position, no outs. If you're the Tarpons, you would be willing to concede a run here if you could get an out. If you could only allow 1 run this inning, you'd be very happy. The pitch, fouled off the catcher 0-1.
Yeah, Tarpons are playing for the bunt on the infield, making sure we're not going to squeeze on us.
The good news, if there is any for the Tarpons, is that it is the bottom of the order here, so you can maybe try to take advantage of that. The 0-1 is chopped on the left side, foul. Now it's 0-2. Can Lede find a strikeout pitch here in his repertoire?
We'll make a point in a second to you.
The 0-2. Ooh, just missed high. 1-2.
That last pitch, ball was hit to the third baseman, almost foul territory. If it rolls in fair territory, that runner stopped running.
1-1 way up, and it's 2-2. Oh, excuse me, the 1-2 is way up, and it's 2-2. My apologies. Lede struck out looking his first time up. That ended the second inning. Jack Lede is trying to do it to him again. But that one's wide. It's full. Good battle brewing and a big spot here in the bottom of the fourth inning. The full count delivery. Got him. That's a big strikeout and a big first out for the Tarpons. Got him to chase what I think looked like ball 4.
Next at bat for the Braves is number 29, Dawson Prejean.
Now Prejean will stand in. Dawson's a big boy. Flew out to right his first time up. If he hits it this time, the same spot as he did last time, we're going to have a very close play at the plate. It was not a deep fly ball to right. It's the pitch. Breaking pitch for a strike, 0-1. Scrape the inside corner. The infield is in. The Tarpons are now no longer willing to concede the run. The 0-1. Wide. Great block by Mack. Yes, indeed. Saved the run there. One thing to pay attention to if the ball does get by him, that brick wall sometimes sends the ball right back to you. The 1-1 cut on and missed 1-2. Remember last year when we played CCA, they had a ball get by the catcher and it ricocheted right back to the catcher for an easy out at the plate.
Same thing happened at Thibodeau playoff game.
Yep. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Another big strikeout. Now you could start to get greedy and try to figure out a way to get out of this inning with no damage. Landry will stand in.
Next at bat, number 10, Blake Landry.
He grounded out to the first baseman, Berg, his first time up.
It's a problem in the bullpen. Oh, they had a guy, some fans on the fence.
Yeah, there we go. So 2 big strikeouts in a row for Lede, who's trying to battle out of this pickle. The pitch. Grounded on the right side. Berg got it to the bag. That retires the side. Coach Guitros comes out of the dugout fired up. The Tarpons played with fire, but they did not get burned. We're going to the 5th. We're still scoreless. You're listening to Varsity Baseball on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. His first time
At
up.
bat for the Tarpons is number 20, Josh Mack.
First pitch he sees is hit on the right side, gloved by the second baseman. Underhand toss. Got it to the bag in time, but boy, the underhand toss had us wondering for a second. It's one away.
Yeah, Max did a good job hustling down.
Next at bat, 28, Danos.
Danos flew out to left his first time up. Duce is pitching well. It's high 1-0. Just get to thinking that, and we talked about this during a commercial, whichever team's going to make that big mistake, it's going to be the one that's going to come up on the short end here as that one is fouled. Be 1-1. Here's the pitch. Slow 2-1. Tell you one thing we've seen, and it's another advantage to the turf, which we've been crusading for. There have been no bad hops today. 2-1 is hit on a rope to center, but right at the center fielder who makes the play.
That ball carried a little.
So it was a good swing from Danos, but boy, Rogers was Johnny on the spot.
Number 7, Jacob Pierce.
Now Pierce will stand in. He's grounded out to the pitcher twice in a row. The first pitch he sees is lined over the glove of the leaping shortstop. So JP gets on, and we'll be curious to see if the Tarpons try to get a stolen base, because he does run very well.
Coming to the plate now for the Tarpons, number 2,
Day.
Jack Day.
As 2 straight first pitch base hits to left. No way he gets a fastball here, right?
I wouldn't think.
There's the pitch. It is a heater. He's swinging, and he fouls it away. 0-1. He was hunting it.
Yeah, they're going to have to pitch Lede on the inside. You pitch him outside, he just goes with the pitch. He hits right over the shortstop.
They throw back, and the runner's in safe. If this becomes a long at-bat at some point, Pierce is going to try to hit the second. That's just my guess. Then again, you run the risk because you can maybe take the bat out of Lede's hands, as that one is a ball. 1-1. Not going. The 1-1 is hit in the air to left. Left fielder chasing it down, fighting the wind, and makes the play, and that'll retire the side. So, Tarpons got a base runner, nothing on the board. We're going to the home half of the 5th. Still scoreless on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Home half of the 5th.
I got Lede at 58.
Pitch is wide, 1-0. Just missed. In the late stages of the ball game now, the 1-0. That's way off, 2-0. You don't want guys on base for Bear and Duce and Rogers and the big boppers. It'd be huge to get this first out here, but you're going to have to battle back. 2-0. Way off. 3-0. 3 straight misses, all arm side misses. Does he have the green light? 3-0. Let's find out. He sees a strike. 3-1. Would think he would be able to swing here. This is your leadoff guy. You're going to trust him. 3-1 for sure. Pitch. Chased one. Ooh. Thank you very much. That one was in the dirt. He chased it. Now it's full. Coach Smith pointing to the temples of the head, saying, man, you got to think. Got to be smarter than that. Full count. Got him looking. My goodness. What a battle back that time. Second time you get a crooked K on Crochet. And there's one away.
Next at bat, number 18, Brody Hebert.
And Hebert will stand in. He's a dangerous threat. He had a base hit to left this last time. But Dave flips one over for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1. That's way off. 1-1. One ball and one strike. That one's a strike. The upper portion of the zone, 1-2. Braves didn't like the call, but when you crouch down to bail on the pitch, it doesn't change where your waist is. The 1-2, the low 2-2.
Hebert's got to be careful. He looks at the umpire and says, that was above my chest.
2 balls and 2 strikes. He's 1 of 2 in the afternoon. Leday's pitch. Missed outside, 3-2. There is a bullpen area out there, but I don't think anybody's throwing. There's just kind of some shuffling going on as that's a walk. That one was up, and the Braves will have a base runner. For Trey Duce, the pitcher.
Number 22, Trey Duce.
Trey got hit by a pitch his last time up. He also flew out to left. Pitch. Foul tip, and so 0-1. Already to the bottom of the 5th. No one has scored. We have had some threatening situations both ways, but the pitchers have been able to throw ice on the rallies so far.
Big spot for the Tarpon defense.
The Braves got a big double play earlier in the game. See if the Tarpons can repeat it. The 0-1. Runner goes high. Mack will throw down there, and he's in safe. So that is a stolen base brought to you by Absolute Fitness. And the Braves have a runner in scoring position.
HL being aggressive on the base pass right here.
The 1-2. It's high, 2-1. I said 1-2. I meant 1-1. It's 2-1 now. Two balls and one strike with a runner at second base. Here's the pitch. Ooh, that didn't miss by much. 3-1. Was waiting for the strike call on that one.
Jack's on the same wavelength as us. It looks like
Yeah.
a good pitch.
Can he battle back a hitter's count? The 3-1. Yeah, he walked him. So the Braves will have a couple of men aboard via free pass. And now Logan Rogers will stand in.
Logan Rogers.
Tarpons are shuffling around. Nobody's throwing. The next guy might just be in the field. Mack is going to go talk to the pitcher. We're in the late stages here, the bottom of the 5th. The Braves are threatening to try to break the ice.
Melody is around mid-70s right now. His pitch count.
Got their cleanup guy. He has been retired twice today. He's a lefty batter. Trying to come through big for his team. Here's the pitch. The runners are going. They'll head to third. Mack throws down there, and he's in safe. It's a double steal. So Bourgeois will have 2 runners in scoring position.
Look for the bunt right here.
And that they stole that one off of the pitcher. He was a little long coming to the plate. Trying to zero in. Time called.
And also Brown Day's going to walk him. Also, Brock Johnson saved the run
Yep.
at third base.
So they will walk Rogers. They'll put him on. Now with the bases loaded, they'll face Cole Guidry. So what that does is it creates a force at every base. But on the flip side to that, you've got a guy who's walked 2 batters in the inning who now has to throw strikes.
With Guidry single his last time at bat. First pitch, be careful.
So we'll see if the gamble pays off for the Tarpons. It's the pitch. It's fouled into the netting 0-1. The Braves had a great opportunity to score in the 4th inning and didn't convert. They're knocking on the door in the 5th. Can they break the door down this time? The 0-1. Wide, 1-1. Leday has 0-1. Hit in the air. That should be a run. Angelette will chase it down, get under it, make the play, but it's going to be an RBI sacrifice fly. They'll throw down the third and throw it away, but the Tarpons got a good ricochet off of that brick. But it is a sacrifice fly, and the Braves are on the board. They lead 1-0. Tarpons are very fortunate that relay throw to third hit that brick and ricocheted right to the catcher, or else a second run might have scored.
Next at bat for the Braves is number 25, William Brown.
Yeah, if they don't have that cement block in front, that's another run.
Everybody moved up on the throw, so it'll be runners at second and third when play resumes. Coach Guitros is going to talk to his pitcher. Don't know if this will be the end of the line or not. He hasn't taken the ball from him yet.
Oh, staying in.
So he's going to try to get one more. William Brown will stand in. This is a huge at-bat. You can maybe get a run, but, boy, if they get a hit and get up a 3-0, it's going to be real tough for South Lafourche. So probably the biggest spot of the game coming up right here. Brown doubled to right center field on maybe the hardest hit ball of the day his last time up. Day has been really good on the mound today. Trying to get out of a big pickle. And he calls time. Here's the pitch. Low, blocked by Mack. They're coming home. Play at the plate. He's in there. Second run being waved around. Coming to the plate. He's in there. Oh, my goodness. The bases are now cleared. The Tarpons kind of fumbled that defensive exchange there. HL Bourgeois scores 2 on the wild pitch. It's 3-0. They were late to back up the throw. They got over the pitcher. Josh Smith says, all right, I got you. We're sending them both home, and it pays off big. Now the bases are cleared for Brown, and it's 3-0 Braves. That pitch is low. Leday's got to settle down. You can tell he's a little frustrated now.
That's about 81 pitches also for Leday.
That one's hit foul. On the left side, it's 2-1. Don't know that I've seen 2 score on a wild pitch before. That doesn't happen very often.
Berg came up, good hustle getting the ball, but he was going to throw it to home and just bobbled the ball.
Swing and a miss, 2-2. Tarpons have 6 outs to play with. Now down 3 runs, though. The 2-2 is fouled into the screen, and it'll stay 2-2.
This would probably be the last inning for Leday.
Yeah, this might be the last batter he faces. The 2-2 is chopped on the left side, and that's going to be an infield single. The Tarpons keep it on the infield, but Brown's going to be safe. It was just under the glove of the third baseman, Johnson, and it just kind of ricocheted to Pierce. It's too late to do anything. So Leday will stand in. And I stand corrected because they're still going to let Jack go at him. I thought that maybe that would have been his last batter he would face. It's fouled, 0-1. HL Bourgeois had been knocking on the door. This inning, they finally
broke open.
broke it open. They've got a 3-run lead. Steal 1. Breaking pitch that didn't move, 1-1. One ball and 1 strike. That's hit in the air a ton. Who wants it? The pitcher's calling it, makes the play, and that'll retire the side. But HL Bourgeois does what they need to do in the inning. They take the lead. They get 3 runs. The Tarpons have 6 outs to try to take it back. It's 3-0 Braves. We'll be back in a minute on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network.
Education, prevention, care. The Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute was recognized by the Louisiana Athletic Training Association with the President's Award for Excellence in Health and Safety. With a passion for ensuring the well-being of over 23,000 student athletes and covering 1,400 sports events annually, our athletic trainers are dedicated to providing the best care in sports medicine. Discover more about Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute at tghealthsystem.com.
Yep, that's going to frustrate Coach Guitros, no doubt about that. Johnson swings at the first one, fouls it over the netting. It's 0-1.
Did 2 walks, intentional walk in the wild pitch.
Brock had a base hit to left and grounded into double play. The 0-1. Hit hard on the right side, right at the first baseman. Hit it on the barrel, but Prejean was right there. Good defensive play.
Coming to the plate now is number 15, Camden Berg.
Now Camden Berg will stand in.
Wind is picking up.
Sure is. We're having a hard time keeping our lineup sheet on the table here. Ducey's pitch. That's hit hard, and that's a base hit. So Camden's got a hit to left, just over the third baseman's glove. Tarpons need base runners. They got one now. Now Josh Mack will stand in.
Josh Mack.
Josh has flown out to right, grounded out to short. Camden has a nice size lead. He's not going. It's hit on a rope. Glove by the third baseman. Can he make a throw? Down the first. What was the call on block? Safe. The catcher was blocking my call. An unbelievable diving play by Henderson. Mack beat it out. The Tarpons off runners at first and second. If they would have pegged him there, that would have been one of the plays that I've seen all season. But the Tarpons now have 2 aboard.
Alamo going to run. I like to see that replay.
My view of Jean out there was blocked by the catcher, Guidry. I couldn't see what his call was. It was certainly bang, bang. And, yeah, you're right. We'll have to maybe go back on the video and take a look at that one in slow-mo. Who's running for Mac?
That's Titan.
All right, Alamo's running out there. Tyler Sanders has a base hit to center his last time up. He's 1 for 2. Tarpons trying to shave some runs off the deficit. That one's low. Good block by the catcher, Guidry. It's 1-0.
Tyler's been making good contact for the Tarpons his last 2 at-bats.
The pitch. Fouled into the parking lot. Heads up over there. It's 1-1. Top of the 6th inning. The Braves got 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th. The Tarpons are trying to answer. They got 2 ducks on the pond with 1 out. Sanders facing a 1-1 from Ducey. That is fouled into the screen. 1-2. Given the score, given the inning, this is a huge spot. Tarpon's got to get at least a run here. Ducey's 1-2. Breaking pitch got him to chase and a big strikeout. Big second out of the inning for HL.
Coming to the plate is number 3, Wes Dewey.
Now Rez Due will stand in. Rez has been clutch this year. Let's see if he could get another big timely hit. Chases the first one, slow grounder to the third baseman, and he boots it. So the bases are going to be full for the Tarpons now with 2 out. I'm giving Rez an infield single on that one. That would have been a really tough play. And Vedros will have a chance with them loaded full of Tarpons. Ducey is battling. He will now go back to the windup. The pitch swung on, grounded to third. The third baseman has to make a throw, and it's not picked away. And it'll be a run for the Tarpons. The throw is low. Prejean couldn't pick it off the turf. The bases will stay loaded, and it's now 3-1. And now Dane Danos, who has found the barrel twice in a row at the plate, just right at people, has a chance to potentially tie this game up with a base hit. Tarpon showing some grit. And I think a good decision by Coach Guitros not trying to send that second runner. That's high 1-0 to Danos. Tarpon dugout making some noise. The 1-0 is a called strike, 1-1. Wow, this guy throws fast, man. Like, I can't even look down at the sheet.
That's quick.
The 1-1, high 2-1. A walk is an RBI for the Tarpons here. Ducey is behind in the count. And that one's hit in the air.
Dropping.
Chasing the base hit. Chasing the second baseman out. The Tarpons have tied the game. 2-run score on a 2 RBI base hit from Dane Danos. Coach Guitros said, hey, I just got a feeling about Dane today. Good call, Coach.
Next at bat,
the senior
7,
tied it up.
Jacob Pierce.
He's been making good contact.
And the inning is not over yet because you've got 2 runners still aboard at the corners and now 3 across, and Jacob Pierce will stand in with a chance to give you the lead. Swings at the first one, foul on the right side, 0-1. My view was obstructed on the last ball. I couldn't tell if it had dropped or not, but it just dropped right over the head of the second baseman. It's high 1-1. Big old spot for both teams. The pitch low, and it's 2-1. Good job by the catcher, Guidry. If that gets by him, the Tarpons could have maybe taken the lead. The 2-1. Swung on, hit hard, base hit. Pierce slices it. The Tarpons have taken the lead. It's 4-3, South Lafourche on an RBI base hit from Jacob Pierce. And now there will be runners at first and second with 2 outs for Leday.
The Tarpons is number 2, Jack Leday.
Don't let him quick pitch.
Leday has a couple of hits in the afternoon. If he could get another one here, he could add to the lead. Here's the pitch. Swung on, chopped to the right side. The first baseman gloves it. Got to get it to the bag, and they do. But the Tarpons have a big half inning. They had fallen behind 3. They score 4 to take a 1-run lead. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. We've got a good one here from Southland Field. We'll be back in a minute on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. But you still got 6 outs to get. Prejean has flown out and struck out in the ball game. The first pitch from Bourgeois is high, 1-0. Max's pitch. It's hit hard, almost took the pitcher's head off and went into center field. Boy, Max is very fortunate there that he was able to get out of the way. The Braves have the leadoff man on.
Next at bat is number 10, Blake.
That ball was smoked. They're going to run for the big fella Prejean. This is going to be number 8 running for Bourgeois. My lineup card tells me that it's, let's see, Jaden Romero. So leadoff man aboard. You figure 9-hole, probably going to bunt right here if I had to guess. Got a runner in scoring position for the top of the order. If you're Tarpons, you got to defend the bunt now. At times this year has been a little bit of a problem. Bourgeois just gave up the line, drive single. They are not bunting. They're swinging away. It's a fly ball to left. Well, thank you very much. That's a lazy fly ball out, 1 away. Now the top of the order, and Crochet will stand in.
Next at bat, number 7, Cody Crochet.
Good play out there by Leday. Crochet has struck out twice and walked. It's high, 1-0. They draw us in relief of Leday in the bottom of the 6th. That one's hit in the air to left center. They're chasing it down, and it drops. Pierce nearly made an overhead catch. It would have been an unbelievable play. Sanders was charging in. Pierce was going out. It drops in the middle of all of them, and it's another base hit. Runners are at first and second for the Braves.
Next at bat is number 18,
Unfortunate there for the
Brody
Tarpons. When they see Pierce backing up, they kind of slowed their run up toward the ball.
Pierce almost made a gorgeous basket catch, just couldn't quite get it in the glove as Hebert will stand in. Sees a strike 0-1. A dangerous hitter in a big spot here for the Braves trying to retake the lead. The 0-1 hit hard.
Foul.
I think it's going to be a foul ball. It is a foul ball, but boy, he showed you the home run pop there. That one was hit a mile.
Over the fence, foul. He drove it.
So now it's 0-2. Can you maybe get him to chase one? Pedros is 0-2. Almost offered. It's high, 1-2. Tense moments here in a 1-run game between two very evenly matched teams. A good hitter versus a good pitcher. The 1-2 hit hard through the infield. That's a base hit. Coach Smith waving them around, and we have a tie ball game here in Homa. An RBI base hit from Brody Hebert. The Braves will have runners at first and second still.
Coming to the plate now for the Braves is number 22, Trey Ducey.
And now Ducey will stand in. You're not out of the jam yet. Score is now 4-4. Ducey has a chance to help himself. He's still the pitcher of record. Pedros delivers a foul into the screen, 0-1. Three in the 5th, 1 in the 6th for the Braves. Tarpons got 4 in the 6th. Those are the 8 runs scored. The 0-1 is low, 1-1. Ducey has flown out to left, been hit and walked. He's 0 for 1 on the afternoon at the plate. Pitch. High, 2-1. In a big spot in the game right here, Vedros delivers the 2-1. That's a strike, 2-2 on the outside corner.
What a game.
Yeah, this has been a very good one. Two-two. Hit hard, base hit through the infield. They are waving them around and holding them up. So the bases will be juiced for the Braves. And
Coming to the plate now for the Braves is number 3, Logan Rogers.
Rogers will stand in. He was intentionally walked his last time up.
Wise decision holding the runner up.
Yeah,
Sanders did a good job getting the ball back in infield.
Sanders did a very good job pouncing on that one. Bourgeois is throwing strikes, which is job number 1, but boy, he's not fooling anybody. The Braves batters are hitting him pretty hard. Now with the bases juiced, the pitch wide, way high and wide, 1-0. Good job by Mac. Rogers is 0 for 2 with an intentional walk. He would love to get an RBI here. Just a deep fly ball would do the trick. That's wide, 2-0. Josh Smith telling Rogers it's a 2-0 count.
I'm taking a strike here.
Here's the pitch. He's swinging, and it's hit into the left field, and it's going to be a base hit. 1 run will score. The second run being held up because they had to wait and see if Sanders caught it. The Braves have retaken the lead, and they're still loaded.
Coming to the plate for the Braves is
came
number
up to make
12,
the play, but at
Harold
least
Injury.
he almost made a great catch. But he ended up stopping the ball from getting past him, saved a couple of runs.
If Sanders could have made that amazing diving catch, he would have doubled him up.
Without the inning,
yeah. Guidry will stand in. He has an RBI sac fly his last time up. The Braves have retaken the lead. It's now 5-4. The Braves are making contact on Bourgeois, pitching in relief. Time called.
Look for Guidry here to attack this first pitch.
Max staring into the mitt of Mac. The pitch is high, 1-0. One ball, no strikes. That's inside, 2-0. See, Max just doesn't throw hard enough to fall behind 2-0 like he's done to 2 straight batters. Now he's got to come with a heater. 2-0 is high, 3-0.
He would attack the first pitch because he has to get ahead of these hitters.
A walk is an RBI for the Braves. He's behind big. The 3-0 is a called strike, 3-1. Back and forth, the pendulum swings here in this one. The 3-1 hit hard through the infield. 1 run will score. The second run being waved around. He will score. It is 7-4. HL Bourgeois. They'll have runners at first and second with still just the 1 out.
Coming to the plate now for the Braves is
Sometimes big innings are because you're helping them with walks and errors, and nope, the Braves are just hitting the heck out of the ball this inning. That might lead to another call to the bullpen. Yep, it sure will. Let's go ahead and take a 1-minute break. Worley's coming in relief when we get back here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. First pitch to Brown from Cooper Worley. High 1-0. Cooper's not going to overpower you. We know that. We've already given you the scouting report. He's going to keep you off balance. He's going to locate at the corners. He does a good job not letting you get your barrel on it. Swing and miss. 1-1.
This is where Cooper Worley is at his best right here.
The 1-1. There's a strike. 1-2.
The hook.
Look, that was located on the inside, black low. I mean, like, he just finds the corners, man. Just nibbles. Keeps hitters off balance. The 1-2. That one's hit hard foul on the left side. It'll stay 1-2.
See, that's where he gets you. You think you have the timing down on him.
And he'll throw a breaking pitch 10 miles an hour slower here. Get your way out in front. The 1-2. There is the hook. He just got a piece of it. 4 runs across for the Braves in the half inning. They have a 3-run lead here in the bottom of the 6th. William Brown trying to keep the rally going for the Braves. The 1-2 just missed inside. 2-2. Worley's 2-2. Just missed high that time. Not by much, but it is full. That's not thunder, folks. That is about a 20-mile-an-hour wind blowing into our mics. The 3-2. Hit a mile in the air, foul out of play over the light tower. And not hitting a vehicle, amazingly. Amazingly did not hit a vehicle. Worley steps off. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. And a big second out. Cooper Worley doing Cooper Worley things. Getting him to chase. There's 2 away.
Coming to the plate now for the Braves is number 2, Evan Lede.
Lede will stand in. He struck out twice and grounded out to the pitcher. Tarpons are going to have some work to do in the 7th if they can stop the bleeding here. The pitch is wide 1-0. Evan Lede ahead in the count. Worley's pitch. That's too far out. 2-0. Two balls and no strikes. But they should get something pretty good to hit here in a hitter's count. Pitch. Outside. 3-0. Worley trying to come all the way back. There's a strike right down the middle. Looked like the batter was taken all the way. Don't figure he'll be taken again. That one's hit in the air to center. Angelette coming in hard, and it drops at his feet. 1 run will score. The second guy is going to be going to third. Then the batter will be going to second. The Braves add another run to their tally. They'll have 2 runners in scoring position. Tarpons were playing back. Angelette charged hard but couldn't get to it. Now Prejean will stand in. Scoreboard update brought to you by 3T, home of the drive-through oil change. Honville leads EDY 3-1 in the top of the 4th inning. Prejean. Stand in. Worley's pitch. Wide. 1-0. There's a baseball on the field. Yep, this sure is. Coach Smith sees it. It's all the way out there in right field. Don't know how a baseball would get there. couple of youngsters are playing toss over there. Got to get a little farther away from the fence, kiddos. The 1-0. Hit in the air to right. Leday's back there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. But it was a huge inning for the Braves. They get 5 runs across. They need 3 more outs to try to ice this one down. They lead South Lafourche 8-4. We'll be back in a minute on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Make some 7th inning magic like they have been inclined to do so many times in recent years. And it is still Trey Duce out there on the mound for the Braves. It'd be a big luxury. Remember, Coach Chandler said on the Sports Corner this morning, HL Bourgeois has some big games next week. Boy, if they could get out of this one only using one arm,
Yes,
that'd
be huge for them.
Be very big.
Coming to the plate for the
He's
Tarpons
around
is
80
number 5,
pitches or so.
Brock
Let's see if
Johnson.
he's a little tired here, or if he has enough in the tank to finish the game for the Braves.
And Tarpons roughed them up a little bit in the 6th. But they've got a lot of work to do here. Brock Johnson will stand in. First pitch of the 7th inning. Is a striker right down the middle, 0-1. Duce's delivery. Wide, 1-1. One ball and one strike. That one's hit hard up the middle. That's a solid base hit. Good, strong contact that time from Brock Johnson. He has his 2nd hit of the day.
Next at bat for the Tarpons
Now
is
Camden Berg will stand
15,
in.
Camden Berg.
I don't know, man. Just got a feeling this 7th inning is going to get interesting.
Could.
Berg stands in. He had a base hit to left his last time up. Just the pitch. Slow breaking pitch low, 1-0. Pitch. Strike, 1-1. They're holding on Johnson over there. I don't know why. You're just creating a hole in the right side unnecessarily. His run means nothing in this game. The 1-1. Low, 2-1. Berg ahead, the pitch. That's low, 3-1. A walk is as good as anything right now for the Tarpons. Camden would love to see another one out of the zone. The 3-1. Hit, foul, just foul down the line. And now it'll be a full count. Boy, he missed a double by about an inch. Top of the 7th inning, the Tarpons down 8-4. All of the scoring have come in the last couple of innings. It was scoreless all the way to the bottom of the 5th. 3-2 pitch. Foul. Berg will stay alive. And there we got a couple of vehicles that wore that one.
Pretty happy.
Oh, I parked smart. The 3-2. Hit hard and foul. Oh, my. Just foul. Camden is flirting with it. Give Duce credit. He has battled back. He was behind in the count big. The 3-2 is out of the zone. No, they're ringing him up. Ooh, tough call there. Thought that was a little outside.
Coming to the plate
Braves
now
get
is
the
number
call.
20, Josh Mack.
Now Josh Mack will stand in. Tough one. Mack has a base hit in the afternoon. There's a strike 0-1. The Tarpon fans are not happy with the last couple of calls. The 0-1 hit in the air to center, right at the center fielder. Now it's going back, and it's over his head. He thought he had a beat on it, but it ended up carrying at the last second, and Mack's going to have a double, and the Tarpons are going to have runners at second and third. The wind just grabbed that one at the last second and sent it over the head of Rogers.
I think that'll be it. Going to the pen.
And now how big is that 3-2 call that went the Braves' way? They're going to make the call to the bullpen, I believe. If they do, it'll be brought to you by Joe Septic Contractors. Oh, yeah, it still hasn't taken the
I got
ball.
him about 93, so he still has some pitches left.
I think we... Yeah, I think they're going to leave him out there, my man. He's just getting told, the situation, calm down. Yep, he's staying out there. So Sanders will stand in. He had a base hit to center. He struck out and he's flown out. He's 1 for 3. The tying run is on deck for the Tarps. There's a strike 0-1. But the tying run is only on deck if Sanders reaches safely. Duce trying to empty the tank here. The 0-1 fouled into the screen. 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Tarpons down 4, but have a couple in scoring position. The pitch high, 1-2. Sanders trying to battle. The 1-2 breaking pitch just missed. That was not. That was a better pitch than the one that they rung Berg up on a minute ago. But Braves didn't get the call. The 2-2 hit hard on the right side. Base hit. Sanders goes the opposite way. The Tarpons have a run, and now the tying run will be coming to the plate with runners at the corners. Good job by Tyler going oppo.
This is number 3, Wes Dewey.
And Res Dewey will stand in. Tell you what, this is a Tarpon team that is not as talented as some of the others, but boy, these guys don't quit. They're going to fight you. As there's a strike 0-1. Pitch. Swung on and hit to right. The right fielder coming in. Makes the catch. Tarpons will not tag. So now they're down to the final out. But Vedros will stand in. Eight to 5 the score. The Tarpons have runners at the corners in the 7th inning. And I take that back. It's not Vedros. It's Cooper Worley who will be batting.
This will be the last pitcher, the last batter he faces.
Worley sees a strike 0-1.
I got him at a 1-1.
Danos
is swinging really well today. He would love a chance. Worley's got to reach safely. The 0-1. Swing and a miss 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs in the 7th. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll end the ball game. A foul tip into the glove, and that wraps things up for Bourgeois, who's going to get an 8-5 win over South Lafourche in a game that went back and forth until the final half inning. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's take a 2-minute break, Dominic, a 2-minute break. When we get back, our post-game show with the Braves getting an 8-5 win over South Lafourche here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network.
And that's the ball game. Your HLB Baseball Braves get the best